All the water down there, I was working in there, and it's been raining the past few days, so it's all filled up. So no work in the pond today, but what I am going to do is run the flail mower, and I'm going to start trying to chop through some of this stuff. I don't think this has ever been cut. It's probably been 10 years. There's some pretty big stuff in there. I don't know if I'll be able to go right over all of it. You know, the theory goes, if you can drive over it, you can flail mulch it. That one's probably too big. I probably need to chainsaw that, but I'm going to get as close as I can. And I did this strip last night just to kind of test it out, make sure I still like the height. And it's pretty low. It's the same height I actually cut the rest of the grass. You can see here's where I mowed, here's where I stopped. My property only goes like 30 or 40 feet over, so I just want to get this cleaned up so that in the spring everything out here can grow together at the same rate. And I kind of wanted to cut a trail on the property edge just to have a little walkway, and then leave all this to grow in naturally all year. So that's what I'm going to work on today. So let's see, there's already something big and dead here. I probably shouldn't run right over it, but I think I'm gonna. Let her rip, Tater Chip. Okay, well, the first pass there went pretty good. I went back to the garage. I had to get my bungee cord to hold up the little flapper on the deck there, and I got some reinforcements, got the pole saw, so once I get close I can reach in and chop down some of the tall stuff. And I covered myself in DEET because I'm going to be stirring up a whole lot of mosquitoes and who knows what else back there. Probably going to be upsetting some ticks, so yeah. Alright, let's get a cool before and after shot here, and yeah, this will be pretty cool, pretty dramatic. Well, that went well. Yeah, these bushes are massive. They're like, some of them are like 12 feet high. I don't know if I'll get to that. I'm definitely going to get it mowed all around them. I might have to wait for another day to chop and drop. But I think I'm going to kind of, it's a weird pie shape that I'm working with here. So I think I'm going to try to get the edge set and go from there. So I got to kind of go in this way and then meet at a point down there. pretty cool. That's a pile of debris. I just ripped out all the plants that were growing here with the ratchet rake on front. That and that, those are, I think there's either 2 mulberry trees or 2 blueberry trees and a mulberry. Some combination of mulberries and blueberries. Wow. This is probably like half a football field. I opened up here. That thing did a good job. There were some pretty good sized roots that chopped up here and turned it all into mulch. Wow. Yeah, this is cool. This, for sure, once I got in here, I could tell this had not been mowed. Yeah, I would say 10 years easily. There's a lot of dead stuff in it. Well, there you have it. So this has been regularly mowed. I stopped mowing like right here recently, probably a month ago. So my plan is to let this whole field grow at the same rate in the spring. And I'll probably, I'm just gonna mow around the pond and probably just kind of keep it. So anyway, I don't know. I haven't figured it all out yet, but there were a lot of mice running out of my way. Didn't exactly want to give mice a nice place to overwinter, so that's kind of another reason I chopped this all down. And I was just darn curious to see what was back there. So now I know. I have a lot of debris I need to get rid of. It's been so windy. It's either windy or rainy lately. Neither are good for having bonfires, so I now have another pile that I have to deal with. Good stuff. Alright, that's all for me. I'll see you on the next one. This is the next day after I flail mowed this area, and I'd say it looks pretty good. It's been pretty reasonable and dry out, about 68, and got my pile here breaking down. I'll tell you, with that flail mower on back, the added weight, it's probably like 600 pounds. I don't even need to put that tractor in 4-wheel drive. With the ratchet rake on, it just blasts right through debris like that. It's pretty great. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to when I finally get rid of all these piles of debris. Maybe start burning them this weekend. We'll see. Alright, well, what I'm doing today, at least what I'm starting on, is using the pole saw. Down by the road, it's pretty noisy there, so I'll just tell you what I'm doing now. We have a sight line pretty much that far corner. When you make a left out of here, it's kind of hard to see. The trees are all overgrown, so I'm going to set up the camera in the driveway sort of so you can see my vantage point, and then do a little before and after. So yeah, this is looking good. Alright, let's head down there. Well, that was awful. That was a lot worse than I anticipated. I don't know why I thought it wasn't going to be awful. I thought it was just a couple vines. I'm covered in stuff here. This is awful. It was just all vines and everything's attached in there, so I think I just have a ton more to do. I don't even know if what I did made a difference, but I was in there for probably an hour. I threw the chain on the pole saw, so then I went and got the chainsaw, and that was all. Well, it needs to be sharpened. It was running out. It was cutting sideways, and yeah, it's not sharp anymore. And then it got jammed up with a bunch of vines, and my glasses were all fogged up. I was just having a bad time. So I wasn't wearing the right gear. So it's a whole thing. So now I ran out of light, so I'm gonna fix all the things that are broken, and probably go do that again tomorrow, because it would be really nice to have a better line of sight there. So, all right, well, that's kind of lame, so that's all for tonight. See ya. I was about to get started brush hogging around the pond here, but I have a visitor. 2 visitors. Who's that? Who's that? Oh, shy baby. What? Is it because of my sunglasses? Hi.
She was waving.
Oh, I must have heard her. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled program. All my brush piles. Alright. Yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna use the little brush hog attachment on here and clean up the edge of the pond here. But down by the road, I think I had just the single part of the chainsaw. I didn't use the full extension, and it was a lot easier, but that's much safer now. I often have teenagers through senior citizens coming and going from my house, visiting and family and all that. So it's, it's a 50-mile-an-hour road. So I think now, I can see cars coming a full 2 seconds earlier, which makes a big difference. So that's cool. But let's get into this. that brush hog attachment continues to impress me. But then again, I continue to impress me. Good for me, that's hard work. I assume I'm okay on the tree trimming I did, because I've seen the county sheriff drive by several times now, including while I was doing it. So, you know, if it was a problem, I'm sure he'd let me know pretty quickly. Alright, this is kind of the last section of the pond that I'm doing. There's a big stump here. Alright. That's the show, folks. Thanks for joining me. The wind keeps blowing my camera over, so now I'm stuck on a vine. Wind keeps blowing the camera over, so it's screwing up my shots. Yeah, I think this turned out good though. I got a little bit closer and it's pretty much just mushy in there, but I at least know what's under here now, and I'm fairly confident I can take my tractor one track wider. It's not too steep or too smushy in there, so I should be able to flail mow a lot of this and clean it up another day. And I did a little bit up here. Yeah, I'm actually really impressed with that Toro. I was on the fence about it as a string trimmer. It spun kind of the opposite direction and would always fling debris in my face, which was not cool, but it runs those attachments really well. The brush hog tip, the the hedge trimmer, and the chainsaw. That thing runs it really well. So I think that's all I'm doing today. It's pretty nice out. Should be nice tomorrow, so who knows what I'll get into, but I think this looks really nice. And I pulled all the debris that was here just deep up into the woods. You know, that's where it belongs. I'm not going to be burning all this stuff. I'll be burning mulch. I'll be burning brush piles for the rest of my life if I try that. But this looks good. It's walkable, it's maintainable, and it's all mine. Haha. Okay, see you on the next one.
Nice fall day here in Michigan. Today I'm going to do a little bit of flail mowing. Got everything hooked up from the last time I ran it, and I think I'm just going to start working on this area that I've let go, and it goes all the way around to the front field. I don't know how much I'll get done. I only have about an hour or two here, but it's too windy to burn out, so I can't get my burn piles going. I pretty much say if it's more than 12 or 13 mile per hour wind, I'm not real interested in burning. It's just too much drama. Alright, let's get to it.
turned out nice. It's obviously the day after. Sunny, cold, but got that whole field mowed this weekend. So everything's good. On to the next one. See ya.